Now, this is actress Dayo Amusa. Well, this lady for some time was under pressure from her fans to get married. At some point, she was even at some point she had to respond. In one of her posts, she said, if you can not tell the date you will die, then let me be. That was the level of pressure. People, there is expectation around a woman, the girl child, when you get to a certain age. Everybody keeps asking you, why are you not married? Why are you not married? I know why that question is very unfair. That question is unfair because in our culture and tradition, a woman cannot marry herself. A woman cannot propose to a man. A woman cannot choose a husband for herself. So a man in our culture is expected to find the wife and not the wife looking or finding the husband. So it becomes unrealistic and very unfair when the same society that has set these standards begins to pressure you to get married, like you're the one holding yourself from not getting married. The truth is, some ladies don't even have options on the table. They don't have suitors. So how do they get married? And the society is not seeing this challenge from the point of view of the woman. Rather, they are seeing it that either she has a spiritual problem, or when she was supposed to get married, she was busy, doing shakara and all of that, and her time and her season has passed. Growing up, they will always say that a woman is a flower. I remember growing up, I had a lot of suitors. At some point, I lost count. We started giving them numbers. And then I got advice from well-meaning friends and loved ones and family. And the advice was the same. They say the woman is like a flower. When she comes to her bloom, men get attracted to her at that bloom. That's the prime age. And when if you're not plucked at that time, you will wither and die. And another interesting thing about this is that's the mentality a lot of young girls have, and that informed their making wrong choices at a very young age, when a lady ordinarily should be allowed to experience life and discover herself first before getting married. But people do not even embark on that journey of self-discovery to even actually know who you are and love yourself and accept yourself for your strengths and your weaknesses. Because it's when I know my strengths and my weaknesses that I will know the man that can handle me, because I know this is my weakness, and my weakness is something his strength can handle, right? But then it is what it is, and at some point your family makes decisions for you, especially at a very tender age, and it gives rise to a lot of unhappy marriages. But Dayo Amusa now is saying that marriage is not for everybody, so you mustn't get married. But then that's her opinion coming from a woman. I have two men on this show, so I want to hear from the men. What's your opinion on that? Mr. Kingsley, let me start.
Okay, actually, thank you very much once again. When she made mention of saying marriage is not for everyone, well, it's laughable, but this is what the society has actually relegated the issue of mass marriage to. It's quite appalling. It's quite appalling that the mass pressure mounted on the female folk. Just like you rightly say before now, that she will definitely marry herself. But looking at it from this other perspective now, marriage not for everyone. I don't know. I would drift a little bit to the religious angle of it.
It's okay,
right? Okay. In the beginning, it wasn't so. It wasn't so. Actually, the intention of God was the family factor.
Okay.
And so, a woman must definitely meet a man. That marriage. A man must definitely discover a woman of her choice, of his choice, and both of them come together. So, marriage is a good thing. It's something that was intended originally by the Creator, but lately, because of a whole lot of abnormalities in the society and the the requirement, or how am I going? They look out for from mostly the female folk. There have been static things that have been, how am I going to put it now, written in their heart. This is the kind of man I want. This is the type of it has to be like this. It has to be like now. They also look at it from the salary point, from the what is he really capable, right? Now, if you want to look at it from that very point, I know that marriage not compulsory, because of course you're looking at it now. She's like she's a celebrity.
Yeah,
she's a celebrity. She has grown to a certain level financially.
Okay.
She has met fame and all of it. Now it is now difficult for maybe a man with confidence to really fit into that shoe. And over time, maybe no one is actually approaching her. Over time, maybe even the ones that are approaching her are really not kind of a preference.
Well, they are out to build themselves on the foundation she has laid already.
Exactly. So coming to that now, she would now come to conclusion. Oh my God! Okay, she tried the first one, it failed. Tried the second one, she failed, and all of it, and she's like, It's not for everybody. I don't think marriage is for everyone.
Okay.
And that's just it.
Mr.
Well, for me, I will differ a little, and this is a kind of in support of what she had said. Yeah, the truth remains, and in reality, marriage is not for everyone. It's not everybody that will get married. Yes.
You know, statistically,
yeah, exactly.
Women, the number of women.
Yeah.
So when you say there is a woman for every man, and reality on ground is showing that the men on ground cannot go round.
Yes.
So how do you balance that?
That's exactly why I said what I said now. That marriage is not for everyone.
Okay.
And there are some persons is about opportunity that they have missed. Like you did mention the advice that they gave to you while the suitors were coming and all that. We have people who have missed their own opportunity. We also have people that, whether you like it or not, even if they have to live in this earth for 100 years, they will remain single. That is the way God. Yes, the truth of the matter. Also looking at it in the scriptures, you also discover there are some persons who are there who didn't get married.